in breadth and the scope of the engagement just become bigger, sir? Mr. Jha, am I audible to you, sir? Sir, can you please unmute yourself? Mr. Jha,
Yeah,
can you please unmute yourself?
sorry.
Sir, my,
Yeah,
um,
area of
Can I
engagement will
request you?
become bigger and bigger in the coming days as the time goes on, because India is giving a major reply. But I somehow don't agree with our panelist who just now spoke that he has spoken to so and so place in the front area. We should refrain from speaking to any of our bases which are under operations. Actually, those base commanders have been instructed not to speak to any one of us. Look, we have got our experience. What has happened, we can tell you what it means, what it could mean. But what is happening on in the sector, live or otherwise in the operations, we are not supposed to speak about this. I'm not supposed to give a call to my compatriot. I have been at Sirsa, I have been at so-and-so places. I'm not supposed to give a call to them to find out what has happened, nor those commanders are permitted to tell me what has happened. So this approach by Mr. Mishra, I regard him. He has held very commanding,
he's former ADGPSF.
positions. This
He's,
is not really called for. And surely, even if I have talked to him, I will not speak on the TV that I have talked to him, because that commander will be under danger now for being sacked. So this sort of activism we should refrain from. Yes, what I could gather from the press briefing that is there, there is a very calibered approach. I think the armed forces have been they have made a plan which is as per their type of operations that they wish to plan today, uh, that they intend to continue with this in consultation with the Ministry of Defense and the PMO, that what sort of response should go. So that is what they have planned, and I can't comment on onto this what they are doing right now. I can tell you in our time what we could have done. I can also, be called on to say that if this was the situation in your time, what would you would have done? This is what the so-called experts, we can tell you our experiences. Now, what is happening here is surely Pakistan is indulging into, across the sectors, uh, firing onto our bases, whether it is a drone, whether it is missile, or whether it is some very heavy artilleries. And we also have similar things. Uh, the military doctrine says that you should not only be responding. You should make the enemy to respond, put the enemy on the defensive. That particular approach somehow right now I'm not seeing. Obviously, the military doctrine must have been followed by all our armed forces, whether it is Air Force, Army, or Navy. That must be going on. But somehow, very fact that the Pakistan is able to repeatedly launch such attacks, those bases are still active, whether it is the drone base, whether it is the aircraft base, or whether it is the missile base. Now, today's technology, India is far superior to Pakistan. We have got assets in sky, assets in space, which can pinpoint that where from these attacks from Pakistani territory are happening. Pinpoint coordinate it will give you. We have got the synthetic radar there up in that. That will give you that this is the place where the firing is happening. Where IR signatures are there, infrared signatures are there. So I think I'm sure Ministry of Defense must be gathering all those things together and must be analyzing that, okay, these are the places, how we go gradual. We don't escalate out of proportions at our own, at our initiative. But somehow I feel that from wherever they are repeatedly mounting the attack, whether it is the air base, missile base, or those drone bases, that should be neutralized. Remember, Pakistan has got Bacta-2 missile that they are unable to come anywhere close to our border because we have got air defense system which can knock out that Bacta-2 even 30 kilometers within the international border itself in Pakistan itself, if it comes anywhere close to it. So those capabilities are there with India. Still, they are able to launch these repeated attacks. This somehow I'm slightly skeptical. I think the Indian armed forces should knock out these all places where from they are repeatedly launching attacks on our bases.
Okay, I'm also joined by Major General Sudhakar.